Welcome to another episode where we talk about issues around worship leading, and we just try to equip you with tools for you to be able to do it better and to help lighten the load. So today I just want to take it back a bit. I want to talk about I want to join the worship team. What do I need to have? What do I need to do? And what it is that's expected when you actually are now in the worship team. Now, over the years, I've sort of noticed that people think the worship team is about glam and fame and, all of those things. I think there's something about just watching people sing every Sunday on stage that makes you feel like, maybe in a church setting, it feels like they're demigods or celebrities. And I've seen how some people really have a desire to join the worship team until they're in the worship team. Then they really just want to leave because they didn't know the sacrifice it takes and everything else around that. So that's what I want to talk about. There's a real time commitment when it comes to being in the worship team. It's not just about rocking up on stage and just singing whatever song you feel like singing. Things just don't just sound great, The amount of work that you put in, you can tell how much work people put in, rather, from their delivery. Now, being in the worship team, what we do in the worship team is sing. God loves it when everybody worships. Like, he loves hearing you sing. Even if your voice is not great, even if you're tone deaf, he's like, oh, my baby, I love it. He's that guy. But now, if we're talking about being in the worship team, one of the main things that we do there is sing well. So there needs to be an ability to sing or a certain skill level. My pastor used to say, God will never say to you, lift up your hands in worship if he knows he didn't give you hands. So what that means in this context is you want to be sure that you're not just the only person that enjoys your singing or that can sing. I know everybody feels like a rock star when they're singing along to their favorite song in their car and whatever. But you want to be sure that you're not the only person that enjoys your singing. God is not the only one that enjoys it. Other people can also enjoy it. You want to know that you know parts. Yabon, it's okay. Meaning it's things like that. You want to know that you know that, so that you don't become a burden of sorts. Maybe burden is the wrong word, but a burden in the worship team. So first, you need to actually be able to sing. I think that's very important. Not everybody that can sing has a heart for worship. So you want to make sure that you have a heart for worship and leading the people of God. I've found that over the years, it's very important to be teachable. You can do the same thing for very long and not grow at all. And you have people coming in, doing what you're doing, but because they have a heart that is teachable, they grow in leaps and bounds. And then you end up feeling like, lalabanye ba favored, minegatse ngafika lana, so labangilidisa ingoma. Kani, possibly it has to do with their hearts. It's very, very important. You have people that come in and their attitude is, I know everything. Also, if you go to a church like I go to, being prophetic is a huge deal. Like, I'm prophetic. The other day I saw a dream. There was a tiger with wings. When was the last time you had a dream? And it's like, girl, I've never had a dream like that, Vale. So then it's difficult to teach people. It's difficult to say, hey, we don't do that like that. It's better to do it like this. One of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen, that's in. People don't do that now. They shouldn't. If they do it, don't do it. You'd be there, angati, we're in church, and the worship team is leading, vele nje kumnandi. The microphone is here, right? Then you have people that just turn the other way and face the wall. Run, or what? I don't know what they're saying actually, but I'm just thinking it's probably bebasho my tongues. And it's like, manje sasitowenda kanjani, because phela lana we are leading worship, we like sasitowenda njani maso khala so buke bonzeni, yabona, noma so babhalele ngesizwe kanti le ngoma so liyaqhubeka. It's just one of those things, lova ngathi. So it's important to be teachable. Yabo ukuthi umva khona ukuthi ayifana ungabo guca in your heart, maybe if maybe we're sharing the microphone. Yabona thola indlela leto wenda ukuthi ukhona ukuqhubeka wende lento lekufuna siyende, yabona, but at the same time worship as truthfully as you need to. I hope that you understand that. People like that are very difficult to lead. Mangabe singakhona kusho ukuthi ithana ngathi yabhimba. Kune problem of sorts. So offended. We're saying there's something wrong with you. No, we're just saying maybe there's something wrong with what you're serving right now. But if you can try this way, then, So it's very, very important to be teachable. You need to know, it takes a lot of sacrifice to be in the worship team. A lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of time involved. And you don't want to be the one person in your worship team that's frustrating your music director. You stroll in at 4. I have a friend that used to do that. But she doesn't anymore, It was really frustrating, because by this time we're supposed to be done. It's really frustrating, and then if you're the music director, your heart is so kwatile, so onile in your heart, you're busy repenting, and there's just so much. Just recognize because there's going to be a huge time commitment. You're not always going to be able to do what you want. Mhlambe mangabe bathi ke mhlambe esikoleni sakho, I don't know, noma emsebenzini, there's a picnic on Saturday, and it's like, yabon, somehow le rehearsal bese seyithatha precedence over a picnic. There are things that you can't do anymore. There are places that you can't go anymore. Yabon, mangabe usafuna kuba worship team, yabo. So it's very important for you to be able to count the cost. Sometimes kuyendeka ukuthi ngicabanga usito khona bese masongena la khathi yabo angengikhona yabona, because in my experience being in the worship team akusho ukuthi you come for rehearsal kuphela. There are other things. For instance, nje in my church so uniform so that everyone looks uniform. It's just our way. It's not the right way or the wrong way. It's our way. There are certain rules that apply when it comes to dress code for ladies. It's not right or wrong. It's what we do, and we like it that way. I can't insist. Yabo ukuthi no. Mine ngithenge nje isudu lensha, yabo. And ibebek. And nginoyigcoka kuphi? Like wona boy ithenga usitogcoka because you knew phela ukuthi you joined the worship team. Asiwagcoke emabebek ka praise team. Uyakubona lokho. Uthema uyethenga waplana usudayigcoka because it couldn't possibly have been kusitogcoka worship team because asikugcoki lokho. Mhlambe lamanye masomvu bayagcoka. That's fine. It's just our way. So you need to know, there's a huge commitment, there's a huge time commitment, sacrifice, there's a huge financial commitment sometimes. You find that a conference or something like that, you guys need to look a certain way because it's a big event. Like mangabe kunento lenkulu, uyakubona. Maybe la person investor kufuna ukubala lemfo leyo. Don't be the kind of person lots masala cards, yabo. Bese sova ngathi hey nale mfela na mina nje ngihola 2000 mase uthatha 1000. I'm telling you now, usengakajoyini noma sowulange cards. If you're going to be part of Lenvole, you know ukuthi there's huge sacrifice involved. But of course, there's always ways around it. For instance, lokunje siyakhona ukuthi maybe labanye labasebenzako will buy for labangasebenzi. Or do you understand? But count the cost and make sure go to Dokon. So I hope that I've helped a couple of people, especially worship leaders, music directors, because sometimes you get a lot of people that really want to join. But so, hey, make sure you can actually sing. Make sure you have a heart for this thing. Make sure you're ready for the sacrifice, time and financial sacrifices and everything else. Just make sure that you count the cost before you actually want to join. And enjoy it. Be teachable. Uyakubona logo. Lalele mabathi ungaguqi ungafulathela micro. Yabona khona nje kuthatha le myaledo le, and then you'll have a ball. Thank you for joining me. I'll talk to you guys next time. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and send us your questions. There's stuff that we might not even talk about because we don't know that it's a thing. We'd really, really love to hear from you. Until next time, bye.